Tonight on Sai's Eyes on the Skies.
Well, it was rather icy walking in class today. We could see some sunshine tomorrow where possibly some of that ice will start to melt, and we'll have more on that and what's coming up later.
Plus, Sara is in the studio with your national forecast. All that and more as this Tuesday, February 20th edition of Sai's Eyes on the Skies starts right now.
It's Wednesday night on ISU TV, broadcasting live from Ames, Iowa. And this is Sai's Eyes on the Skies. ISU TV's longest-running television program brings you the weather from around the country to the heart of Iowa. The ISU Meteorology Department team of forecasters keep you ahead of the storm. From Iowa's most trusted weather team, this is Sai's Eyes on the Skies.
Welcome back to Sai's Eyes. I'm now joined by Garrett. Garrett, I know it was an absolute mess walking to class this morning. Sidewalks were just covered in ice. Are we going to be getting any relief soon?
From what I've seen, tomorrow we could see some sunshine peeking through where the temperatures might rise a little bit, allow some of that ice to melt, hopefully. So at least for your Wednesday walk, it won't be as slippery. I know if you had any more ice, you could probably start playing hockey on the way to class or something. Yeah. But
well, I know crews too were out there hard working, but it's still just stuck, and it was a mess getting to class.
But I think what didn't help though is a lot of that it was more like hailstones that fell, and then you had a glaze of freezing rain right over that. So it was not like you could just easily get under that and scrape it off. It was just bumpy and
Anything coming into the weekend though that we need to look out for?
We could see some rain by next week, I know for sure. Another chance of showers possibly on Thursday, maybe even freezing rain once again. But for sure, sunshine tomorrow, which could lead to some of that ice starting to get away, start to melt a little bit, which might help a little bit for trying to make things not so slippery. And then we'll have those colder temperatures that's going to continue through the rest of the week. Right now, we have still that cloud cover sticking around. It's going to allow the temperatures not to dip too far down, but these clouds are going to start to shift off over the east, which is going to allow those temperatures to start to cool off as we move into the evening and off to the east, where they are still seeing some precipitation. They are going to be a little bit warmer for these lows tonight. And I'll have more on that later.
And now it's time for tonight's weather story. On this day in 1997, unusually heavy rain fell across about the southeastern third of Iowa from February 20th through the 21st, with the highest amounts occurring southeast of a line from Lamoni to Clinton. Some of the highest reported two-day rainfall accumulations included 2.56 inches at Wapello, 2.59 inches at Leon, 2.62 inches at Donaldson, and 3.18 inches at Fort Madison, and lastly 3.40 inches at Keokuk. Sara, I hope we're not going to be getting that much rain, but what's going on around the country?
Thanks, Anthony. About half of the country is under some sort of watch or warning, and I'll tell you about that coming up.
Welcome back to Sai's Eyes. Now here's Sara with a look at what's going on around the country.
Yeah, taking a look around the country today here in Iowa, as we were talking about before, we saw lots of icy conditions, very cold conditions. It was 20 degrees here in Des Moines, a little cooler at -2 out in Rapid City, so they're seeing much cooler temperatures. But then there's a clear divide across southern Illinois here where they're still seeing spring-like temperatures at 71 degrees and 60 degrees, which is not normal for this time of the year. Now, around the country, as I mentioned before, there is a clear divide around the Midwest here, and over here they're seeing very warm temperatures in the 72 in Atlanta, 61 in New York. Absolutely not normal for this time of the year, but much colder out in Montana in the Billings area. They're definitely still seeing that winter. Now, taking a look into the northeast, we're seeing a quick divide across the Vermont, New Hampshire area. It is 36 in Augusta, Maine, but then if you move down to the Pennsylvania area, it's still those warmer temperatures as before. And down into the southeast area here, Florida and the southeast are still seeing temperatures that are normal for this time of the year, 70 degrees, 60 degrees summer temperatures. And moving on into the southwest area, again, they're seeing a quick divide along the south here as well. They're reaching about 61 degrees and 58 degrees, but then up north back into the 20-degree mark. And finally, into the northwest area, these are temperatures that they are used to seeing as well. They're seeing negative degrees way up north, but again, looking around that freezing mark there. Now moving into the satellite and radar area, the only system we're really focused on here is the one that brought us the ice rain today. They're seeing a heavy rain system moving across Illinois and the Missouri area, lots of cloud cover in the Iowa area. So if you take a look outside right now, we're looking at some overcast skies. And as we move into the watches and warnings, as I was talking about earlier, we are seeing that most of the country is under some sort of watch and warning. We're seeing flood warnings across the Midwest here. These purple marks here, a winter storm warning, and up here we're seeing freeze warnings. So again, pretty cool temperatures across there, and that will be traveling across the nation as the week moves on. Now looking into tomorrow afternoon, this storm system is going to move out east, bringing heavy rain into there, and we're just looking at cloud cover here in Iowa. Out west, they're seeing a slight chance of snow in the Oregon, Idaho area, but lots of cloudy skies for most. And as we move into Thursday, as I mentioned before, we're seeing a chance of snow here in the Midwest, the Nebraska, the Iowa, the South Dakota area, but nothing too major. And then out in California, they're even seeing a possible chance of snow northern there, but again, nothing too major. The rain will move out, and finally we're going to have a high chance of snow on Thursday here in Iowa and towards the Midwest, and again out in the Nevada area they're finally seeing a chance of snow. Looking at highs tomorrow, the warmer temperatures that Indiana and Illinois were seeing today are going to actually move out. They're going to be seeing 47 in the Cincinnati area. Very normal, similar to what we saw today, 31 degrees in Kansas City, 21 in Minneapolis. And down south again, they're seeing warmer temperatures, but the majority of the country is seeing those much cooler temperatures. Our travel city forecast tonight is St. Louis, Missouri. They're actually under a flood warning and a winter watch warning over the past 2 days, and they're seeing lots of rain in the winter ahead, or the week ahead. 50% chance on Wednesday, 60% on Thursday, 90% on Friday and Saturday, and then it moves into sunny skies and temperatures in the 50s.
Thank you, Sara. Let's go ahead and take a look at tonight's trivia question. What was the lowest pressure recorded in Hurricane Katrina? Is it A, 920 millibars, B, 902 millibars, C, 882 millibars, or D, 892 millibars? We'll have your answer coming right up. Now let's go ahead and look at the week ahead with Garrett.
Thank you so much, Anthony. As Sarah alluded to, we did have the really sharp, clear divide on temperatures. This is going to be partly due to that cold front that pulled through. That's going to be allowing the high amounts of precip to fall, and then as you're more north of that, that's where you start to see that ice, what we saw yesterday. For right now, though, we still are seeing the last of those clouds still kind of lingering around. We do have temperatures sticking around, about 20 degrees, but still feeling pretty chilly as winds are still out of the northwest, right about 15 miles an hour. It's not pretty breezy for what it is right now. And we'll have more as into the week as we come back. Welcome back. I'm meteorologist Garrett Hyde, and so what we are seeing for most part is we do see most of that precip falling off to the east. That's going to allow those temperatures to not cool down too much. It's going to let the heat that we saw through the day kind of stick around. As you do kind of start to notice a little bit, these clouds are starting to make it shift towards the east, and as we move into the evening tonight, that is going to start to clear out and allow those temperatures to drop rather significantly. As you can kind of see here as well, off to the northwestern part of Iowa, we are seeing those right around the mid-low teens, and off to where more of the clouds and the precip is still falling, there are some parts into the 30s and even upper 20s as well. For the lows tonight here in Ames, we're going to be seeing temperatures down to maybe even the single digits, possibly 10 degrees. We are going to be seeing clearing skies as that system starts to track eastward, along with those winds starting to calm down just a little bit as we move into tomorrow. Lows for the rest of most of the state here, we are going to be in about kind of those single digits as well, same as Ames, and off to the east as well. Going to be in those mid-20s as most of those clouds are going to be sticking around for most of the day. By tomorrow, we could see temperatures rise to about 26 degrees with mostly clear skies. We're still going to have those more northern winds, much calmer, about 3 to 7 miles per hour though. For most of the state as well, are going to be seeing a little bit warmer. Clear skies as well, but kind of as you can see, most of those temperatures are going to be right around the same temperatures, 26, 27, pretty steady for mid-20s for most of the state. Futurecast for today and tomorrow, we do still kind of have that system pushing off east. It's going to continue that cloud cover, and then by tomorrow afternoon, we're going to see those cloud covers start to clear away. We'll see some peeks of sunshine through, possibly melt away some of that freezing rain that we had from earlier this morning. And then by Wednesday night, right around 9 o'clock, as most people are starting to settle in for bed, we're going to start to see those clouds roll back into the area, and temperatures are going to start to drop again, and we could see even more chances of snow by about Thursday morning and into Thursday night. For extended forecast for the rest of the week here, we do start to see temperatures slowly start to warm up as we move into the weekend, and then by about Saturday, we do have another chance of rain as well by about 70%. And then after that chance rolls away, we do start to have a slight warm up as we move into the week next week.
Thank you, Garrett. Let's go ahead and take another look at tonight's trivia question. What was the lowest pressure recorded in Hurricane Katrina? Was it A, 920 millibars, B, 902 millibars, C, 882 millibars, or D, 892 millibars? I don't know, guys. That's a bit of a range. What are you thinking?
What do you think?
I mean, it's a bit of a range, but they're all fairly close
If I heard
together.
anything from Dave from class today, it was in the 800s.
He did say that.
He did possibly hit the 8s. So
I'm gonna go with D,
D?
892.
I'm gonna go 882. I think that's a little bit lower. Like to see
Yeah.
as low as possible.
I'll go
Right.
A for 920 millibars.
All right.
You know the answer, Gina.
Let's go ahead and look. Well, it was B, 902 millibars. So
Nobody got it
I didn't
right.
get it right, Garrett.
Dang.
I did not
Looks like
know.
Dave was wrong as well.
I think I was the
Yes.
closest though, so like
That counts.
does make me win. I think.
902 millibars, though. Man, that's a pressure.
significantly
That's a
low.
big pressure drop off. Yeah, it was
Wasn't it?
920 millibars when it made landfall.
Yeah.
But just the minimum recorded pressure ever was 902 millibars.
I think
Wow.
that might be part just because all the sensors went down. with
Probably.
Water.
Yeah.
That usually makes
Yeah.
things difficult to keep things running, especially when things are flooding.
Need some electricity for that kind of stuff. Yeah. But
Definitely
I'm
would
hoping
help.
no hurricanes coming up though, Garrett, in Iowa.
Last
Hope
I
not.
checked, hopefully not.
Okay.
Maybe just that
We'd
cold
be in
front pushing
trouble then.
through, but that'd be about it in terms of systems.
Okay. What
Yeah.
about nationally? Any hurricanes?
This is not hurricane season, so we're not actually expecting that. But maybe out in June when it starts, we'll see some. Maybe.
I'll be expecting to
keep
hear
you
an
posted.
update. Thank you.
Let you know in June.
Well, that concludes our fun show tonight on Size Eyes. Please be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. You can find every single show on YouTube under our Size Eyes channel. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you Thursday.